It's 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
That's the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So
there he goes, right side.
Loose inside the 30.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there for KC. 44 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is Coleman with the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hernandez. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Number 85. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Los Angeles.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now back to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The Chiefs at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Pope. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On the slant, he's got Sanders. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll throw now on the final play. He finds his man, complete. It's Pope, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Craig. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 18. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw again.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Chargers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hernandez. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Pope. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That is caught.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
It's complete, and he'll wind up short of the goal line, so they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Over the middle, complete. It's Craig. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers. Guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple. down to the 15-yard line.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's got another field goal. His 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs.
Back to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hernandez. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big game. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Craig. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the Chargers' 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
First down, Chargers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hernandez. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
Here we go. First and goal.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So the Chiefs now down by 1. 2:12 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders has it over the middle. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
This is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, the tides have turned. Now all eyes shift to the Chargers, trailing by 5. A little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Hernandez. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Pope. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Pope. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He finds his man complete. That's Hernandez. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the post.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, what a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for the Chargers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat.